Hello, 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 beloved souls. So it is Soul Sex Sacred Saturdays. What's up? I'm Autumn, the Enlightened Daughter, and welcome back. We are going to dive deep into these beautiful energies this weekend, these beautiful sexual energies we got going on. We are now in Gemini season. Happy birthday, Geminis. We have Mars just moved into Aries, which is its home sign. Venus moved into Taurus, which is its home sign. Mercury retrograde moved into Gemini, which is its home sign. There's a lot of strong, powerful planetary energies surrounding us right now, intensifying. Mars in Aries about like new beginnings, new starts. It's really passionate. And Taurus and Venus, Venus and Taurus is about love and beauty and finances, right? So we got all of this stuff coming up and being worked on in the background. I want to see what's going on. I want to see what this all means for all of us now that we're in Gemini season and we all know about the twins, right? So it's getting intense. So thank you, angels and guides. What does collective need to know about upcoming sexual energies? Ooh, I love it. One, two, three. Ooh, five of Earth, right? So this is an energy of being so focused on the material that that's all that kind of gets your juices flowing, right? It's almost like almost reminds me of the energy of like work being like your turn on, right? Like, not even a turn on. Work is your distraction. So this is a totally distracted divine feminine who's focusing on her coin, but doing so in order to distract herself from what's going on around her, right? Because there's a ton of other energies going around. She's just focused down, focus on the coin, focus, focus, focus on the physical. So fascinating. Next we have the Eight of Earth. All right. Peaceful, meditative, musical, right? Really Zen centered divine feminine energies. Complete yin and yangs. Complete yin and yangs. One is so focused on the coin that she's just not seeing like the forest for the trees, and it's almost like an unhealthy addiction. Whereas this one is chilling and very comfortable within her own energies, and it's bringing her peace and calm and resolution. So that is a shift that needs to occur, right? Like if you're so focused on your money, if you're so focused on like your material world, you need to step into your spiritual world. You need to take a minute to be by yourself and focus your energies inward so that things are going to change outward, right? She's focusing her energies and it's just like beautiful transformation. Those are they're showing it to me like butterflies surrounding her, right? Which are indicative of transformation. This one is so focused on the material that she'll just deal with the garbage. So interesting. Wow, Divine Feminines. This seems to be a reading all about y'all this week. Two of Fire, right? The Two of Wands. So that's about partnership, people normally being on the same page, saying things eye to eye, right? So you have these two beautiful Divine Feminines that look really strong and confident and fierce and are just moving forward together, right? So if you're in a same sex relationship, this may be like indicative for you, like, yeah, maybe you finally met your divine counterpart, right? But this is really about two people just like moving forward that are on the same page. I feel like it's three different divine feminines. So that's how I'm gonna read them. Tell me about divine feminine number one, please, angels and guides. Wow, that was quick. Okay. So we got the chariot and we got the sun. All right. All right. Sun, happiest card in the deck, right? Pure bliss, joy, resolution, like happily ever after. And we have the chariot, right? And here it's like she's taking her energies, but instead of focusing it on, I love it. So thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. Right. So here she's focused on just the material world, just the physical plane, right? And it's almost like like a dirty obsession, right? But when she shifts her energies, right, her her throat chakra is open, her heart chakra is open. She's looking up, right? When she's shifting her energies away from the 3D and more to the 5D, to the spiritual, things move forward, right? It's like transformation, it's magical, and it's that's what she can share out into the world. So it's almost like this beautiful transformation that's going on within her. She's now projecting that out into the world, and that is letting her, is going to allow her to feel invigorated, seen, alive, right? Like that's all of that energy. So if you're relating to being the divine feminine, or if you have a divine feminine in your life that's really just distracting themselves with work or the material plane, like just know that like they need to have more of a spiritual practice, whether that is meditation, yoga, going for walks out in nature, like whatever that means for you to really tap into your spirit, because the work distraction is holding you up. You absolutely have joy, peace, resolution, everything you want available to you. So you're not seeing the forest for the trees, right? You're looking at little things, but you're not seeing the big picture. You need to step back, look up, open up your heart chakra, open up your throat chakra, like allow yourself to be blessed by the universe. Project that energy out so that you can be free. You can feel blissful. You can feel alive again. All right. Physical pleasure isn't always the best for us, right? And in the background, I see a lot of divine masculine energy as well. A lot of divine masculine energy as well, right? And so, because she's in a crouched position, it's almost like you're feeling less than the divine counterparts around you, right? So, instead of dealing with that, again, you're focused on the grind, you're focused on work, you're focused on distractions, right? Anything to not deal with what's going on around you. It's like a fucking ostrich with your head in the sand. That's crazy. All right. Let's talk about divine feminine number two, the one that is meditative and chilling and musical. Ooh. The Emperor and King of Earth. Yes, divine feminine. Yes, 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 yes. Right? So we got a divine feminine that's focusing on her own energies, focusing on her art, focusing on her creativity, focusing on just her own healing and transformation, and showing that to me with all these beautiful butterflies, right? And look how empowered. Look at the power that comes from peace. Look at the power that comes from stillness, right? The King of Earth is about financial prosperity right here. So this is just showing her like feeling good, feeling supported, having masculine in the background that actually has her back, right? Because you see he's like standing behind her, but it's totally with like towards her back. So even though he's being a little naughty here, it's a really supportive, strong energy. And again, another masculine coming in strong, powerful, stoic with the emperor, right? So this divine feminine that is in her zen, in her peace, that is healing her own energies, is attracting really strong divine counterparts, right? Almost like it's showing it to me like a knight in shining armor, like wanting to come to her rescue. It's so beautiful, it's so sweet. These masculines are a little standoffish, right? A little, can seem a little cold, but it's kind of sweet. It's like they want to rescue her. I love that. All right, let's talk about these divine feminines in the two of fire. What's going on with these ladies? Tell me, angels and guides. That did not pop out. Wait a light. Let's do it again. Two of fire. Tell me more about. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Interesting, right? So we start off here, two of fire, two people on the same page, moving forward, and then we have the devil. So healing a lot of addictions, distractions, obsessions, jealousy, and then we have the seven of water, right? So I almost feel like the reason these divine feminines have like are in their bliss and in their peace and their power is because they're shifting from this. So this looks like a very standoffish divine masculine energy, right? Like, although the seven of water tends to be typically is a card of like many options, these options don't, it's not like a good look. It's almost like there's a divine masculine energy there that was just really toxic and unhealthy. Really toxic and unhealthy. And same thing here, right? Really toxic, unhealthy, narcissistic behavior. And I love the fact that this is fire and water, right? Opposites. So it's almost like cleansing yourself of this energy. That's what I'm saying. Like a cleanse and release and separation from all of this negative stuff and what this was, right? Because here he's right behind her, but here he's off. It's almost like after she's been cleansed and purified, it's separated them, and which is gaining this divine feminine, her freedom. So these are the divine feminines that are taking the time to do the work, or have taken the time to do the work. Like they're coming out of this healing, and it's allowing them to feel at peace, to feel enjoy, to draw in a divine counterpart that sees them on the same page, right? We have a divine feminine who's completely distracting herself, but if she chooses to heal, her life is going to transform and magical, and it's going to be like night and day for her, literally night and day. Because right now it's like she's in the darkness of night, but she's coming out to the day if she chooses to do the work, right? That's divine feminine number one. And then we have divine feminine number two, who's really just focused on her art and her own self love and self healing and transformation, which is attracting these amazing, strong, masculine suitors, right? That want to have her back, that want to hold her down, that kind of want to come to her rescue. And then we have this divine feminine who is coming out. I really feel like this is the same sex energy. I really feel like this divine feminine was in really toxic relationships with a divine masculine, or actually like a male, like gender male. And that's leading them to another divine counterpart that is more healthy and cleansing, like really coming out of that shell. It's really giving me the energy of like a woman who was just in a really abusive, nasty, narcissistic relationship with someone and has finally like found the love of her life in like her female best friend or something like that, right? Like finally like met the love of her life and it was like another woman and it threw them off, but they're so happy and they're kind of like allowing. I feel like you're just like coming out of this, like maybe coming out of the closet. Maybe some of you for the first time are like letting people know that like, hey, mom, I'm gay, or whatever like that, or taking the steps to like get divorced. But I feel like it's such a like a stalkerish dark energy. Like you see, because like her eyes are closed, she's in complete bliss, and she's just like standing in the darkness. I feel like for some of you, it's moving away from that, right? Moving away from abuse and narcissism and toxicity and addictions and all types of shit like that, and that is bringing you in your soul family or another divine counterpart or just someone who like sees you. And for many of you, I feel like I really feel like this is gonna be about like being in a divine union with someone who is the same sex, and so that might be part of the issue, right? With this devil energy, feeling like you're sinning, feeling like you're doing something wrong if you're raised like Judeo-Christian, because homosexuality is a sin, right? So there's that energy around, but the freedom and cleansing and healing that comes when we're just vulnerable, naked, standing in our authentic self, right? Releasing this energy from us and stepping into this and fully stepping into it. Fully, fully, fully stepping into it. There's a lot of joy and healing there when you really let go of that person, place, things, thought patterns, whatever it may be, that has held you in the bondage of judgment and despair. All right, right? I'm like, whew, taken aback. All right. Any final message for Divine Feminine number one, please, angels and guides? Anything else you need to know right now? Beautiful energies. Strength, yeah, yeah. It's gonna take a lot of healing and strength, right, for her to stand up tall, right? Even here, right? Still holding on, right? Holding on, but she's gotta stand up tall, stand up proud, stand in your power in order to do this healing. It's gonna be a good look for you, right? This healing, this transformation, the strength that you're getting from this is a good look, but you got to stop distracting yourself and bullshitting and ignoring the things that are around you and the energies that are around you, right? Like you really got to pick your head up and get out of the clouds. Allow yourself the grace and the space to do the healing you need and allow that energy to be projected out into the universe. It's only going to serve your highest and greatest good. It's only going to serve you. All right. Thank you, angels and guides. What do we need to know for Divine Feminine number two, Miss Meditation? Death, transformation, yeah, see? Endings leading new to beginnings. This divine feminine has withdrawn her energies, has been focusing on self love and self healing, right? And that's bringing in for her divine counterparts that are seeing her. Like, again, they almost have this energy of like heroics wanting to rescue her or whatever. But this is about endings and new beginnings. This is the Scorpio energy. We just had a full moon solar, no, full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. So that was really transformative. So for a lot of you, this might even have been the reason the divine feminine is withdrawn is because of endings, right? Ending karmic relationships, ending like distorted belief patterns about relationships. Again, that energy of like withdrawing and self-love is probably from this, right? A breakup, a heartache, um that's how they're showing it to me, like a breakup or heartache, ending karmic patterns, moving, divorce, whatever that might have been that propelled you to do your self healing and self love and focus your energies on yourself and your craft and your art and expressing yourself has brought in this energy, right? This energy. Now, these are strong energies to have standing behind you. This one is a little darker, right? So it might be someone who is more working with the shadow aspect of things or is only focused on kind of like the material plane. And then we have this energy here again with the armor, so very guarded but very stoic, very um the armor makes him seem guarded, but it's like I'm wearing this armor to protect me and you, right? So yeah, it's like I'm wearing it. I want to protect you, but I also have to protect myself. So it'll be interesting to see which way this divine feminine goes with that energy after the healing, after the transformation, right? You're gonna choose Mr. Guarded or Mr. Money, 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 money. All right, angels and guides. Let's get one final message, please, for the last divine feminine is healing. Coming out of the darkness. Coming out of the darkness. We need to know. Knights of Earth. Amazing. Love this energy. So this can be a very slow moving energy, but when it comes in, it's strong, it's steady, it's secure. Again, beautiful feminine energy, really soft with a horse, which represents freedom, right? So a lot of blessings coming in for this divine feminine who is just going through all this healing, right? The water indicates purifying our emotions, especially, right? You came out of a really dark time. You came out of a really dark time, right? And you were probably your own worst enemy in most of that. And you've seen that, right? Like deep introspection. I know you've seen it, right? It's like you're done taking responsibility for your actions. That's what this divine feminine has. right? And has found like a counterpart. Whether this is a lover or a friend, whatever it may be, has found someone that is really gonna see them and allow them to be seen, right? And it feels peaceful, it feels safe, it feels secure. Things are moving forward, it's not rushed. Flowers are in bloom here, right? So things are blossoming for you. I'm really loving that. I'm really loving that. Like, it sucks that you had to go through the shit that you went through. And I'm sorry about whoever Mr. the toxic divine masculine is in this, but you got a lot of peace. You look really good, right? You look really, really good, feeling good about yourself again. And things are slowly moving forward, right? I love that for you. Love that for you. All right. That is a wrap for number 3. All right, angels, any final messages for the collective in general? You just want everybody to know. Any final message for my lovers and freaks out there? Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. The moon and the 10 of fire, right? 10 of wands. Arguing, conflict, disagreement, miscommunication. Mercury's in retrograde right now, right? So be mindful of your words and understand that you don't know everything, right? And the moon card is indicative of that too, right? Because the moon card can be indicative of secrets, right? And like things being revealed under the light. So as we're moving from one moon cycle to the next, and I think we're actually like heading towards a new moon, understand that like there's really intense energies up that could cause conflicts. Don't tap into it, right? Take a step back, take a breath, and know that you don't know everything at this moment. So don't be so quick to tap into those energies, right? And for those people around you that are argumentative, defensive, abrasive, like take a step back, right? It's almost like, all right, let me take a breath, walk away, and go outside and get some air, right? Like, let me take a minute to myself. It's just for everybody to just fucking chill the fuck out across the board. That's basically what that message is. Like, no matter what's going on, I just saw 2222. No matter what's going on, take a breath, be still, and know the answers will come to you in a timely manner. You just gotta trust the process. Don't tap into the nonsense. Don't tap into the nonsense. Don't lower your vibration to deal with all the stuff that's going on, right? Don't tap into the jealousy. Don't tap into those unhealthy relationship patterns that we picked up from other people that were having unhealthy relationships, right? Anything else, angels and guys? Yeah, look, bottom of the deck, 8 of fire. Self love, self worth, standing in your power, right? Like, this is what happens when we don't tap into the bullshit, right? When we're not going to sit there and be arguing with people, when we understand there's a lot going on planetarily and we're not taking anything personal, we're just absorbing and not observing, we're staying in our power, we're staying in our bliss, right? Stay in your little own happy place, divine feminines. Focus on yourself right now. Everything else will come together. All right. I love you. God loves you. Angels surround you. See you later.